Man, I'm so close. Like, I'm so freaking close. Level 5, we are like a bee's dig away, chat. Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped, back for another OPTC video, and in today's video we're diving back into Axehand Morgan over here at Shellstown, taking on the 4-star event. Now, this team that you see in today's video, it can clear level 5 as well. Shout out to my boy Rizzy, he did complete it with this particular team. He just has a little bit more stats than what my team has. I expended all my resources, like pretty much every single one. The only thing I haven't done is limit break expanded my Luffy Zoro, and I can't really justify limit breaking expanding Luffy Zoro this close to anniversary. So I said, hey, look, I'm gonna hold off. But we did manage to clear level 4 with this particular team that you guys are about to see. It does have a Zoro on the team, so you do get the bottom requirement. You just need a little bit more damage output, just a little bit, and I'll show you how close I am to actually completing this in 2 seconds. But big shout out to Jin, as always, my brother. Thank you so much for the help when it comes to team building. We're absolute weapons when we put our heads together, and I do appreciate the hell out of you. I do want to make a special mention to Sugo Bertrand as well. He did comment on one of my pictures today about adding Pedro onto the team, and I was just tweaking with some stuff throughout the day, and so I did want to give him a shout out because he did mention the Pedro limited rare recruit on the team as well. So let's take a look at the team now, and let's see how close I am to taking down level 5. Yeah, that's how close I was. That is how close I was. I didn't get a crit with my Pedro unit, but I just don't think that the crit with Pedro is gonna make up that damage. But like, look how freaking close we are. Like, look how close we are. Absolute bee's dick HP sitting right there, Axehand. You lucky mofo, I tell you what, like, you should be dead. You should be dead. So if you guys are trying this team and you have a few more dupes you've been saving and you have put them in, or you got some, maybe some more Carrot Wonder dupes, so maybe you got some more limited rare recruit Pedro dupes, possibly some lore dupes. That's probably the big one, some lore dupes. My lore doesn't have anything in him, so even if you have maybe 2 dupes in lore, you should be hunky-dory for actually getting level limit break at his level like 110. It gives him a monstrous attack buff, so hopefully you guys have that. Let's take a look at the team. All right, so let's take a look at the team. It is led by super type lore, anniversary lore, absolute weapon. He's our attack booster. He gives a 1.5 times extra damage. He makes orbs matching as well, and it works very, very nicely. You can also use the Corazon support on lore here, which means you can get around 2 turns of paralysis, despair, and bind on stage 4, which is very, very handy. We then have Carrot Wonder. I did limit break expand Carrot Wonder for this. They can get around the hunger, which is very important. They set defense to 0. Their super switch is great because they give a 2 times attack boost to the entire squad, which is very, very strong for stage 4. We have Luffy Zoro, as I mentioned. Luffy Zoro trigger the Zoro mechanic, I guess, but our friend captain is a super type Zoro as well, so that doesn't matter too much. But they are a chain locker here, so that's the big upside to them. They can also use the Mr. 3 support. This Mr. 3 support is absolutely essential for moving into stage 4. Otherwise, you take about 100k and you probably will die. Like, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Next, we have Treasure Map Tashigi. She can remove 4 turns of defense up and threshold with her special. She also has color affinity. Plus, she's a free-to-play character, and she came out around October, so everyone should be able to get her to level 150. Obviously, this is going to take a lot of resources, but she's a must for stage 4. There is no replacement for Tashigi. Unfortunately, she just doesn't have any good supports, which means we are just using stats. Same with Carrot Wonder. Unfortunately, there was no good support to sort of help me like finesse a little bit more damage. I wish I could move Mr. 3 onto one of those units. If I could, it'd be game over. It'd be absolutely game over. Finally, we have limited rare recruit Pedro. He's our conditional booster. I do have him limit break expanded, which is great. He has barrier pen as well, which is very, very handy, especially for stage 3. So make sure you do have that if you are trying this team. He has the Neko support for blind removal and attack down, which is very essential for stage 4 as well. And then we are rocking, as I mentioned, a friend super type Zoro. as well as the Shark Superb. Shark Superb is very, very key because you do need to get through this in 6 turns if you are trying stage 5. As I mentioned, this team can clear stage 5. My boy Rizzy's done it. Once again, shout out to Rizzy for completing it. Once again, shout out to Sugo Bertrand and Jin and the guys in my Discord. Big ups to Ultima, Maliek, and Jin for all of the resets. I do appreciate you guys immensely while we were trying to get stage 5 done. But I thought, hey, this is exactly how you would run stage 5 as well. So if you guys have a few more stats, as I mentioned, give this team a run because it should be able to clear stage 5. But let's dive into level 4 now. Alright, so as mentioned, that is the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive on in. Now, if you are doing stage 5, level 5, you want to move very, very quickly. So, on stage 1, I would highly recommend attacking with your characters to have orbs. Lucky for us, we do get a lot of natural orbs. Besides Recovery, Int, and Psi, all the other orbs are favorable. So just to start attacking with the chain with characters that do have orbs, because on stage 2, you'll actually get a full board of DEX orbs, which is very, very handy, as well as 2 turns of making DEX orbs higher chance of land, like there's a higher chance of landing on them. So that works out really, really nice. The characters in the back left and the back right, I always found that Tashigi would always kill as the first tap, so I would highly recommend starting there. I don't know if they have like less HP, but I just always found them to be a lot easier than the other fodder units actually are. On stage 3 against helmeppo and a bunch of fodder units, this is where things start to pick up. We want to use the super typing of Law here, as well as switch with Carrot and Wanda. Now, helmeppo and the Cannoneer in the front have a barrier, but if you attack with all of your units and finish with Pedro and then Law, Pedro will actually attack the Cannoneer in the front, and then Law will actually attack helmeppo in the back. That way you can take out this whole stage easy peasy, and you don't have to worry about stalling that extra turn. Because remember, on state level 5, you've only got 6 turns. Once you move into stage 4 against Axe Hand and helmeppo again, helmeppo has a barrier, 7-turn hit barrier. 4 turns of Threshold, as well as 4 turns of Defense Up. You get 2 turns of Despair, 2 turns of Paralysis, 2 turns of Attack Down, and 4 turns of Blind. This is a lot of stuff for stage 4. But thankfully, our supports can take care of all those nasty debuffs. We can remove the Threshold and the Defense Up thanks to Tashigi. And with our Super Type Zoro, we can get a nice chunky Orb boost. We've got a Super Switch with Carrot and Wanda too to give us an attack boost. And I always like to switch with Luffy to guarantee us a tandem orb on the final stage when we switch back into Zoro. With that, you'll guarantee yourself a full board of orbs, no ifs, no buts, no coconuts. You'll have no RNG reliance, and it helps out drastically. Like, it helps out something fierce. So, once you hit the final stage, you get Special Reverse. The enemy puts up 10 turns of defense up. Helmeppo has that annoying barrier once again. He special binds your top and bottom row, as well as giving you, like, more special binds. About 3 turns, I'm pretty sure. And you can't use a base stat booster for this particular fight as well, so be mindful of that. But with Carrot and Wanda, we can roll our specials forward. We set their defense to 0, and we get a 2.5 times orb boost. Super typing Zoro is going to give us obviously super type, as well as 2 times color affinity. Law is going to give us a 2.75 times attack boost and 1.5 times extra damage, as well as giving himself a matching orb. Switch into Zoro to get a tandem slot, that way you can get a matching orb there. Use their special for a 3 times chain lock. And then finally, when you use the Pedro special, he'll make adjacent orbs matching, as well as give you a 2 times conditional boost against defense down. Start the chain with Carrot and Wanda. Carrot and Wanda always seem to just like tear through the 48 million HP that that helmeppo has. And then from there, you can target Axe Hand Morgan. So there you guys go. That was Shells Town versus Axe Hand Morgan and helmeppo. Level 4 and level 5 if you have more stats. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure to go down there and belt the like button for me if you're new to the channel. Hit the big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.